Can the Bulldogs come back? Essendon have as yet been unable to completely break away. Salmon onto the ball in the third term. It's important for the Dogs to get an early goal. Hawkins sets them in towards attack, but McGuinness cannot affect the spoil, and Thompson takes a fine mark. Plays on straight away. Winton, well, he loves a run. Gets clear to the half-back line. Salmon stands his ground, can't take the mark. Harvey, a hurried kick back in towards the middle once again. Who's going to be first to it? Wallace gets caught, loses it. So too did Royal, and eventually his opposing number in Hawker out to Ezard. Has a look up forward. Oh, Merritt's drifted across that half-forward line. He can play on if he likes, the big fella. He does. Set sail for home. Danaher's down in the pocket and he takes the mark. He's going to have to swing back. Trying to creep a few degrees. Hoping to make that 10 in the background an 11. 15 metres.
Callett foolish there. He was being told by the umpire where the mark was and would not come back when the umpire told him, saying that Danaher would run around, but the umpire tells you this is the mark.
Let's see what he does. Terry Danaher with the drop punt. Well, the Essendon boys say that's no problem. Straight back to the centre, please. So he gets them away to a good start. 11-7 plays 5-10 on 7's big lead.
Yes, an interesting one, that, Sandy. Does the player have to go on that mark? He wasn't over the mark. Well,
if he's not over the mark, I wouldn't have thought he had to. He can stand anywhere he likes.
Would be an interesting one for what's your decision, Sandy?
If he's not over the mark. Well, we'll see if we can bring it up, Robert. In the meantime, we'll go back to the centre for the next bounce. 40 plays 73. 33 points the margin. And Footscray in grave danger of having this game slip right away from them. Brian Royal to the half-forward line. Frank Donnell picks it up. McPherson the tackler. He threw it out the back door.
I would have paid McPherson the free kick there.
Thompson. The Thompson boys are together. And they're going to stay together. They shouldn't have.
That was ridiculous play by Mick Thompson.
He knows it. He knows it. McGuinness. The left foot drop punt. Fisted away by Spencer. Thompson. Mark. Petraglia. Almost had his head ripped off. Oh, he almost ran into trouble again. Clark, and was he tackled too high? Well, there's a bit of a box on here.
I think they're starting to get serious about things,
Things
Sandy.
are warming up a bit, actually, here. Stephen Clark's at the bottom of that, and he's got a fair old hole. There's a groaner wagon. Now, someone's having a go at Roger Merritt. Now, that's quite ludicrous. Terry Danner steps in and says, look, groaner, maybe best to leave it all alone. And Rick Kennedy comes in. Well, I'd worry about the game of footy, boys. Come on.
The umpire's got the pencil out, Sandy, down there.
Well, I don't know whether that's threatening or what. No, there's a few of them with little books out.
Yeah.
Now, what's going to happen to the football?
Well, I know a few that could have been, but I don't know which ones might have been.
We'll have to wait and see. Right, well, back with the game. McPherson. Short. McGuinness. Just drifted down some 20 or 30 metres. Well, uses the torque this time down towards the half-forward line. Salmon couldn't take the mark. Beasley out, just shovels it along. Was looking for Petraglia, but he's overrun. Daniels, a hurried kick. Here's a chance for Hardy or Beasley, and it's the latter who takes the mark. Directly in front. Has kicked two, and both of those were when Footscray did challenge in the second quarter. Almost directly in front. 4 Essendon Beasley chips away at goal. The umpire does not move. So the Dogs record their 6. They move to 6-10, trailing Essendon 11-7 on 7's big lead.
Essendon, Andrew Purser against Simon Madden. Purser gets the tap. Trying to break through was Spencer, but couldn't take the ball with him. Another bounce will take place, about 15 metres wide of the centre circle. A pack of players in there now. No restriction on the number allowed. Simon Madden got the tap wide. Hardy, does well to get out of trouble. Puts it down, looking for Beasley out in the front position. Couldn't take it on a second grab, but if McGuinness had left it, Beasley may have taken the mark.
Second grab, yeah.
But you can't blame McGuinness. He was there roving for it, and so that's 1 point kicked by Tony McGuinness.
6-11 plays 11-7, and this crowd today of 33,546 seeing Essendon hold on to this handy lead at the moment through a chain of handballs. It finishes with Peter Banfield. Gets himself into awful bother, but he may just as easily get out of it. No, Angelo's pinged him, holding the ball.
Poor football by Banfield. He had ample opportunity.
Yep. Banfield, Petraglia short. Fine attempt to mark by Brian Royal, not being paid. Thompson and Phillips combine. The latter's kick to the half-back line. Only to see Groenewegen take the mark across to McPherson. He steadies. Dogs desperately wanting goals. McGuinness a flying mark, but couldn't get there on time.
Great effort by McGuinness nonetheless.
And out of bounds on the full.
Elshaw to take it. Thought about a hand pass. And decides to run on. Runs his full distance. Puts it up over the centre wing. Hazard giving away at 2 feet.
And look at Roger
running around without a Guernsey. A long kick. Beautiful mark to Thompson. It is Mark Thompson. He has played well. Rarely does he do anything else, Sandy.
Merritt has his jumper, or another jumper. Walker. Walsh. To half forward. Madden. The back, Ezard. Enormous pace. Flicks it out wide to Donnell. Harvey can intercept him. Oh, he's got Danaher drifting into a pocket, but he ignores it. No, he'll go short.
Loose checking by Footscray, Sandy.
Frank Donnell. The 8.5-minute mark, a chance to post his first goal.
Apart from the spell on the wing early in the piece, spent most of the time in defence.
So I think he'd be fairly pleased if he could pop this one through. Drop punt on its way. It could be a long walk back.
It was a pretty long spell too, Sandy. That was at 59 seconds before Brian Wood came on.
Yes, that was incredible. So another behind. Rick Kennedy now. Ezard will attempt to affect the spoil and does so. Donnell is there again. Centres the football this time. McLean, 1 grab, 2. Salmon off hands, off target. 1 point. So the big fish yet to kick a goal today. 11-9 plays 6-11. Kennedy to the outer side this time. Saw Merritt take a fine one-hander earlier in the game. He got caught on that occasion and pinged for holding the ball. Keller to centre wing. Thompson couldn't take it. This allows Hawkins running past to receive the hand pass. Spears one into Beasley, who takes it on the chest. Directly in front. 3 goals to his credit. 3 out of 6. And could have been considerably more had his kicking, particularly in the first quarter, been a little more positive.
A couple didn't even make the distance, Sandy.
No. This was the sort of distance we were talking about. Let's see what he can do with this. Drop punt. Doesn't look too fluent off the boot and hits the post. Well, it doesn't look confident.
As our mate Lou Richards would say, when you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not. And that really applies to the kicking of Simon Beasley. A lovely mark to Terry Danaher. What a dangerous player he is, Sandy. Not many sides can afford the luxury of a player like Terry Danaher on a half-forward flank. Roger Merritt in the back, could easily have been. None forthcoming, though. And what a fine player. Although Rance hasn't been disgraced, he's applied pressure all day to Merritt, but Merritt winning out. Rance against Merritt in the ruck. Merritt gets the tap down. Royal. Tackle, breaks the tackle. Done a pretty solid job, Brian Royal. Walsh, good attempt. In fact, more than an attempt, a good mark. And Walsh will go short to Phillips. Missed the sitter. Trying to make amends. Phillips goes in there and missed the sitter. He was off and running. I think every player that's ever played football has done that. He was off and running before the ball had got to him. Madden over the top, caught one on the shoulder at the same time, and he'll take the free kick. So Simon Madden, hand passes wide to Folds. Folds has time to steady, drives it towards half forward. Merritt in the front position. Rance punches the ball away. Hawker, Thompson. Hawker wins the ball, breaks the tackle. A poor tackle by Daniels, actually. And across the ground to centre half forward, and it's Terry Danaher. Thought about the short pass. Now he goes short. Baxter couldn't quite take the mark. Tapped on. Elshaw, a hand pass to Folds, likewise to Thompson. And Mick Thompson hooks it over the shoulder. Harvey caught one. There's nothing wrong with that, though. Wallace had to go for the ball as Clark snaps towards goal. I think Harvey's out, but nonetheless, Wallace had to go for the ball.
Yes, that one was unfortunately one you could see coming. And that's not a pretty sight.
Calling for the stretcher again, Sandy.
Well, and a black day for the Bombers in that regard.
Was held up for some minutes while Harvey was carried off on a stretcher, and Scott Palmer tells us, though, he is recovering well and could be available for Essendon's match next Saturday. The Bombers leading by 28 points at the 15-minute mark of the term.
Offensively, Clark, a beautiful tackle. Mick Thompson picks it up. He gets ridden into the ground. Daniels, a hurried kick short, but finds its man in Wallace. Play straight on. Hardy. Short, the centre wing, Gronewagen, Kellett. Towards Baxter, close to the boundary line, gets a kick under pressure towards Petraglia, but beaten by Banfield. Short, he's got two of them there. And eventually it was Brendan Phillips. Over the back, here's a chance for T. Danaher. He's streaming down into the square. There's just a one-out duel, but he's going to go over the top. And the Terry off target again. Another point. He says all that for that. 6-12 plays 11-11. Kennedy, the outer side of the ground. Hawkins, great mark. Plays on McLean, the juggler. But he's clear. Kellett does the shepherding work. Into the centre. The Dogs wanting a score and wanting it desperately badly. Wallace's kick.
Hasn't Thompson played well?
Oh, he's played a blinder. Yep. Out to Brendan Phillips.
He hasn't.
Petraglia. Quickly on. Now here's an opportunity for Tony McGuinness. In front, he fires towards goal and puts it through. So the seventh goes on the board for Footscray, and Tony McGuinness boots his second.
Yes. Essendon throwing that one away. And, not a good hand pass from Mark Thompson. Nonetheless, Phillips should have gotten the ball clear. 54-27. 23 points the margin.
77.
77, sorry. Thank you, Sandy.
Bomber fans a little worried, I think.
26 points was the margin at half-time. 23 points now. From the bounce. Madden up high. Purser got the tap down. McPherson couldn't get it clear. Royal caught one too high and should get the free kick. Purser and his opponent, I think it might be Madden, carrying on behind play. Royal wanting to get it going, but it will come back. The umpire's halted play. Umpire Clayton having a word to Purser and Madden. And Brian Royal waiting for the ball to come back. So a free kick right in the centre of the ground. Hand pass wide to Rance. From the wing. Rance finds Beasley. No, he missed the mark. I thought it was a well-judged chance. Petaglia gets it towards McPherson. A goal coming up and Footscray back in business.
2 quick goals, and can the Dogs come back?
2 goals to Steve McPherson. And a lack of concentration by Essendon. But Footscray have kept at it right throughout as Sewell comes back onto the ground for Footscray.
17 points the difference. 18 and a half minutes played in this final term, but there will be plenty of time on with the injury to Mark Harvey. Well, another one here, and they'll throw the cat fair and squarely amongst the pigeons. Here's the centre bounce. Purser and well, it's a shocking bounce. Pushed wide towards the wing. Well, the bounce is not a good one for Kellett. It's not a good one for anyone. Danaher, can he get clear? He can't. He loses it. Pushing it forward is Kellett. Sheer persistence is well done. Down towards the half-forward line. And what a great effort by Thompson. But McGuinness is clear. He's going into the open goal as this number 3. He stabs at goal and puts it through, and here come the Doggies. 11 points the margin. Upset the Bombers. Madden wins it. A good smother from the middle sees Dougie Hawkins set sail once again across to Brian Royal. Long up towards full forward. Beasley and Winton. Off hands. Who's waiting down? Thompson is there, one of the best players on the ground as he clears wide to Gary Foulds.
Foulds not quite up to half-back. 15-metre penalty will bring him up to half-back. Thompson calling for it. Mick Thompson takes it. Swings it straight up the ground. Terry Danaher is there with Kellett. Neither player can take the mark. Danaher caught one too high. Merritt taps it on. Comes out towards Kennedy. Hand pass over the top. Good play by Kennedy. It's picked up by Rance. Footscray going forward again. Kick drops short into the arms of Petaglia. Angelo Petaglia. 70 metres from goal. Looks for Beasley out in front. Can't take it. Gets a push though. It'll be a free kick to Beasley. 11 points the margin. Beasley only 30 metres out. And Footscray, after being 27 points down at three-quarter time, now only trailing by 11 points. And Simon Beasley in hoping to make the margin 5 points and bring up his 4th goal.
Almost 21 and a half minutes have been played, but there would possibly still be 8 or 9 minutes left in this game. There is plenty of time.
Beasley, 30 metres out. The kick from Simon Beasley's off the side of the boot, I think. 1 point only. 10 points the margin. And the pressure is on. That was when it was needed. 3 goals, 4 to Simon Beasley. And that was just the time with Footscray really running hot. Frank Dunnell will take the kick from full back. 22 minutes about to tick around, but it'll be a long term as Mark Harvey was carried off the ground. A big pack of players up. Hawker first on the scene. Hip and shoulder by Petaglia. Petaglia sees the ball go over the boundary line and a throw in to take place on half forward flank.
45 metres around from the Footscray goal. They trail by 10 points. They desperately want a goal. A good tackle. No one can get it clear. Now Purser does. He goes short to Steve McPherson. Could have been a kicking in danger, but no. Thompson played a great game. Goes to ground with the football, and the umpire will come in and have a bounce. Well, the Dogs finally starting to run. Have they left it too late? 22 and 3/4 minutes gone. Madden can't get an effective clear run. Petraglia can, down towards Beasley. He chances his arm. The bounce. Sucker off the ground and he's goal. 4 points the difference. 4 points the difference and 4 goals to Simon Beasley. 23 minutes have been played and we've got a cliffhanger here at VFL Park on 7 big lead.
You can't help but admire the way Footscray have come back, Sandy. Danaher now at full back for Essendon. Winton being taken away. It might be a little late.
73 plays 77. 23 and a half minutes gone. Free kick out of the middle. Madden. The Bombers want a steadier. Can Salmon take the mark? Clark, his blistering pace, uses it now. Is this the quick reply? Long to full forward. Was it touched? I don't think so. It's a goal. And the Bombers, showing their champion colours, are able to steady. Stephen Clark kicks his 4th goal. And once again, the margin is 10 points.
Yes, and the value of having a player like Paul Salmon, even though Rick Kennedy was able to punch the ball away with excellent defensive work, it meant the ball hit the deck and the Essendon small men with the opportunity. Centre bounce. 24 and a half minutes gone. 10 points the margin. Madden against Purser. Madden wins the tap, taken by Royal, a valiant trier. Royal still in there trying to get it out, gets it to Hawkins. Hawkins tackled too high and will take the free kick in the centre of the ground. Doug Hawkins, quiet early in the piece, but coming back now as he gets it across to Rod McPherson. His kick out wide to the half-forward line. Wood and Banfield there. Banfield telling Wood just how he's going. They're pushing the back. Petraglia comes in off the side of the boot. It's over the boundary line, I think, before Petraglia got boot to ball. And a throw-in will take place. Forward pocket for Footscray, with Footscray trailing by 10 points, 25 minutes into the term. Time on to play, probably about 7 or 8 minutes. Groenewegen gets the tap down. Walsh's kick smothered by Petraglia. No free kick to McPherson, and so a bounce will take place. Forward pocket for Footscray. There's the board. 10 points the margin in favour of Essendon. Banfield was there. Ezard. Wood trying to pick the ball up. Does so. He's close to the boundary line. A high kick. Hawkins coming out and judges it to perfection. Doug Hawkins swings it across towards Wallace. A lovely pass. Finds Steve Wallace across the half-forward line. Wallace too far out to score. Gets the lead from Beasley. Beasley up and takes a lovely mark. Good lead, good pass. Beasley going for goal number 5 and attempting to make the margin 4 points once again. Terry Danaher on the mark. Danaher now playing at full-back. Simon Beasley. Beasley 30 metres out, directly in front. Kick from Beasley. Off the side of the boot once again. So twice under pressure in this turn. Beasley with a poor kick, putting a point on the board. 4 goals, 5, and a couple that didn't make the distance to Beasley. As Dunnell brings the ball into play. Looks for Danaher. It's punched away by Wallace. Off the boot, it comes out to McLean. McLean a hand pass over the top. Tapped on by Baxter. Hawker comes in. Trips. Taps it back towards Thompson. Kicks off the ground. It could be lucky here as it comes straight towards Madden. Runs past Madden, but he's able to recover. Hooks the ball in towards the centre of the ground. Rance in the front position. Taken away from him by Merritt. Merritt drives the ball towards half forward. Salmon out in front. Trips. Taken by Kennedy. Kennedy a hand pass towards Hardy. Hardy. Yes, Hardy puts it out towards the wing. Hawkins traps it well. Gets away from the tackle. From the wing. Hawkins steadies. Goes short. Looks for Petraglia. Tapped away by Dunnell. Good play. A long hand pass. In towards the centre. Finds Salmon. Salmon gets a short kick in. Kennedy was there. Diving forward, Winton. Elshaw tackled. Hand passes wide. Merritt couldn't take it the first time. A pack forming and a bounce will take place across the half-forward line for Essendon, with Essendon on 83 points, Footscray 74, a 9-point margin approaching the 28-minute mark of the final term. Bounce across the half-forward line for Essendon. Merritt and Rance. Rance takes it. Can't get boot to ball. Kicked off the ground by McLean. Diving in there was Spencer. Kellett short kick in towards the centre. And the diving mark taken by Simon Madden, who will steady things down for the Dons. Madden now plays on. From the centre circle. Madden towards half forward. Looking for Spencer. Punched away by Kellett. Taken by Kennedy. A hand pass wide to Wallace. Wallace now goes short towards the wing. And it's taken by Hawkins. Hawkins. The Foster's lager sign. Doug Hawkins drives it towards centre half forward. Petraglia takes a nice mark. Angelo Petraglia puts it long and wide. Beasley in the pocket. Now he's very, very close to the boundary line this time. He's kicked 4 goals, 5. Missed a couple more. Can he make the margin 3 points? Simon Beasley. He's missed the easy ones. Can he kick the hard one? A kick by Beasley. It looks good off the boot. Full points. 5 goals to Beasley. 3 points the margin between the sides. 29.5 minutes about to tick around. So whichever way it can come from the centre bounce will make a big difference to this game. Footscray fans delighted. It's been a great comeback by Footscray. They've shown great maturity in the way that they've just kept at it and at it and at it. And at the moment, 3 points the margin in favour of the Bombers. Almost 30 minutes into the term. Tap down to Hawker from Madden. Hawker puts it wide. Kennedy and Salmon. Kennedy leading in the race for the ball. Salmon and Kennedy. Kennedy wins out. Excellent leadership by Kennedy as he drives the ball long towards half forward. Steve McPherson, a great one-hander. Plays on. Put it over the top. Thompson comes through. Walsh off the boot it may have been. No, the boundary umpire says he'll throw it in on the half-forward line for Footscray. Footscray doggedly taking this game up to Essendon. Dunnell from behind, thumps it towards the boundary. Daniels couldn't get there, so we'll find another throw-in in an identical position. 30.5 minutes have gone. Madden up high, tapped on by Groenewegen. Walsh trying to get boot to ball, throwing the ball, and McGuinness within distance. Can he put Footscray in front? McGuinness has kicked 3 goals, 3 from the forward pocket. Tony McGuinness, former Glenelg Rover, has spent most of the time in the forward pocket. The opportunity of making himself a hero in his 3rd game for Footscray. McGuinness straightening the Adidas boots. A lot of pressure on McGuinness. The left footer, formerly of Glenelg. A lot of pressure on McGuinness as he comes in, and the left footer has hooked it, and it's through for 1 point, so 2 points the margin between the sides. Can the Bulldogs hang in there and maybe score a goal, or will Essendon hang on? The lead coming from Danaher, the short from Hawker. Danaher finding Hawker, and a little bit more time ticking away. Glenn Hawker being told by umpire Clayton, I think, to come on. Hawker keeps the ball close to the boundary line. Too close, it's over on the full, and Beasley will have the kick. Essendon hugging the boundary line, and so Simon Beasley now. 32 minutes have gone in the final term. Beasley's kick towards the pocket, thumped over the line by Hawker, and a little bit more time ticking away. The extra time in this term is because Footscray have kicked 6 goals. Essendon only 1, but Mark Harvey was carried off on a stretcher that took quite some time. Madden gets the tap, taken by Hawker, off the side of the boot again, though. And once again, Essendon will be penalised. Rod McPherson with the kick. Swings it down towards the forward pocket. Steve McPherson from behind. But a good mark, a great mark by Hawker in the front position. Glenn Hawker has played a superb game for Essendon. 19 kicks from the back pocket. 33 minutes have gone as Hawker drives it towards half-back. Spencer up high, couldn't take it. Holding the man could be paid to Thompson. And so maybe the clock has gone too far now as Nick Thompson from the half-back flank. A superb final turn by Footscray. They've added 6 goals, 5. Essendon, 1 goal, 4. Madden, a lovely mark. This is where the great marking really start to tell as short goes Madden, finds Mick Thompson on centre wing. Playing the waiting game. Thompson goes short, finds Winton. Winton now up on the forward line. 33 3/4 minutes gone. Long kick from Winton. Merritt coming across the front, takes the mark. Well, there's a couple of timely marks. 3, in fact. Hawker in the back pocket. Madden on the wing. Merritt across the half-back line. And Roger taking plenty of time. I think he'll have the shot. He's in no hurry whatsoever. Well, there's the siren. He'll have the kick. But Essendon running out winners. I don't think he'll make the distance. Yes, it has. It's gone through by a goal. Hardy didn't even try to touch it. Well, it could mean a percentage at the end of the year. I know he was disappointed, but all he had to do was take the mark. Essendon running out winners by 8 points with that final goal by the big fellow in the Merritt. Merritt's first goal and the final score. Essendon 13-11, 80.
Characters and one of the great players of the